Good morning. It's a bit windy out there, so regrettably I must come at you from the slightly boring doorway, at least for now. It's a new month, and that means it's an extra bonus video where I talk about all the stuff I did and didn't accomplish in the previous month, and what I'm hoping to get done this month in August. So this video is a little bit different because I basically completely canceled July. I got heat stroke, the weather was insane, and I basically did not try to work through the list at all. I just did what I could, tried to keep my garden alive, and kind of tried to just survive and exist in a world of 40-degree weather, which is quite difficult. A lot of siestas. Though I didn't work through the list, I did actually get a bunch of stuff done. So first things were my June carryover list. Toolshed foundation, not happening, not going to happen until September. Finished the door, also not going to happen. I have a cat now, and he can actually get in and out under the door, so I don't want to stone it. I want to leave that gap so he can come and go as he pleases, live his best life. And then the other thing that was from June that I didn't get done, I was hoping to do in July, I actually did do, and that was irrigation. I set up one irrigation line to my avocado tree, and then I also came back and finished off most of my trees. So a couple trees are still unirrigated. I need a few more bits and bobs to finish that. But most of the trees are set up, and now I can water them with the turn of a tap, which is pretty amazing. And then the other thing I did as well was finally installed a tap on my third terrace. So that just makes it easier for me to water the trees down there. So that was a pretty major thing to tick off for me. Being able to water the trees with the turn of a tap is quite glorious. July, like I said, I was just trying to survive in the heat. I didn't get much done. I didn't even go for a walk, if you can believe that, even when the weather was cooler and earlier in the month. So that was a fail. What else was in July's list? I did work on my kitchen wall, so that was good. Didn't finish it, but I got a lot done, as you saw in the last video. Made a lot of progress on that. And I did some more repairs on my water tank, which was another thing I wanted to accomplish. And by repairs, I kind of mean I was more focused on making my splash pool. But the whole thing is one big project, and everything I do down there in the water tank is just going to be pushing it towards being fully repaired, totally finished, no leaks. I don't really love working with concrete, but I think the space down there is really cool, and I'm excited to kind of keep pushing towards this sort of splash pool, water tank situation. I have sort of a vision, and every little bit that I do down there, I think, is pushing towards that vision, and I think it'll be a really amazing feature on my land. So I always love working down there. Bye-bye solar lesson. If anyone wants to know what I was talking about here, you can check out my previous video on my solar setup where I try to explain things. But for now, I need the whiteboard, so goodbye information. Okay, so it's way less windy out here now. I've got my handy markers, I've got the whiteboard, and I'm going to compile a new list for August, which will carry over some of the stuff from July. And yeah, see what I have in store for this month. I'm gonna take it easy again this coming week. I think even starting today, it's gonna be 40 degrees several times, and then very high 30s for the rest of the week. But then I think it cools down more towards the middle of August, or at least the second week of August. So I have hope that I can do some of these things, but I'm also gonna listen to my body, not gonna push myself too hard, and if whatever I don't get done, life goes on, totally fine. I'm not gonna be too hard on myself. So I do enjoy writing it down, having something to look at, having something to work through. So let's make a list. July, canceled. I got heat stroke, it was hot. I learned my lesson, to take better care of myself, and instead of putting all the stuff I didn't get done, I'm gonna start a brand new list for August, start fresh, and go from there. And I've looked at the weather, it's brutal, so I've anticipated that. The list is going to be adjusted for nice light tasks, and I'm gonna, yeah, take it a little bit easy in August and not try to do too much in this crazy weather. First task on my August list, and something I'll probably start later today actually with pesto, is processing food. My garden's going a bit crazy. I have a lot of stuff down there that I need to pick, and once I pick it, I actually have to do something with it. So first things first is pesto. I have a whole forest of basil down there, and it's starting to flower. I pinched them off, but the leaves are kind of going a bit funky, so I want to process probably most of it into some pesto. Next on the list is tomato chutney. I have loads of tomatoes down there, and I made a tomato chutney last year that was really amazing. A little bit spicy, a little bit gingery, very tomatoey, and really good on cheese and crackers and things like that. And I eat that a lot because I like just quick snacks sometimes. So having something to put on cheese and crackers is really great. So I want to make that. And the last thing I want to make is jalapenos, pickled jalapenos basically, like the ones you get in jars at the shops. Spicy goodness for Mexican food, and also good on crackers. And yeah, I just really enjoy making them, and I have lots of plants down there that are bursting with jalapenos, so I need to pick them off and process them into tasty goodness. So the Cobb Wall is the next up on my list, and that's something I actually did want to accomplish in July, so I suppose it is a carryover. But it's a nice, simple task, I think. There's a little bit of heavy mixing work, but it's not so bad and it doesn't take so long, and then the rest of it is just packing mud onto a little wall. So I think I can handle that. I have the clay I need, I have the straw. I just need to gather the energy and get it done. Next up, continue the kitchen. I'm pretty excited about that project, and it's an indoor task, so I can hide away from the sun. And yeah, just power on through that. I've got probably more carpentry work to do than lime stuff at the moment, so that'll be interesting, and I'll just keep plugging away at it and see how it develops. So I'll dedicate a bit of time to pushing forward on that project. Next on the list is to continue the water tank repairs. I'm just going to keep pushing at that, probably just one time this month, super early in the morning. I'll get done whatever I can get done, and then leave the tank empty for a couple days, fill it back up, and then probably not work on it again until September when it's cooler. And then the last thing I'm going to try to get done is another thing from July, which was slaking lime. I'm running out of lime, and I want to use it soon for my shower and for the other things in the kitchen, things like that. So I need to locate some of the stuff, and I need to get it slaked, and I need to store it because you want it sitting for about 4 months before you actually start to use it. So I'm running out, and I need to get a new supply going. So I need to locate it. The problem right now is that I can't find the 40 kilo bags. I can only find 5 kilos, and that is not very cost effective. So I'm gonna have to do a whip around all the stores and see what I can find. So that's about it. That's my list. It's looking quite familiar from the previous month, but that's okay. I'm okay with that, and I think I've got some really interesting jobs here. The Cobb Wall should be a really fun video to make. It'll be my first video where I do stuff with clay. I expect that I'll be doing lots of things with clay. I really love natural building. I have a fair amount of experience with it, and I think people might find it interesting. I really love it, so I'm hoping I can share yeah, my passion for natural building, and the Cobb Wall is just a little mini project that will get things started. So that'll be really cool. I think slaking lime, hopefully I can find the stuff, slake it, and then when I do, maybe I can do a video about lime at the same time, because a lot of people seem to be quite interested in that. So that's really cool. And then tank repairs, I'm compiling that into like a gigantic, super huge video of the start to finish. It's just how things have sort of developed. I haven't done any videos on that yet, so rather than kind of jumping in right now, I'm just gonna finish it off and do one huge video. And then the kitchen, yeah, same. I have some more footage about that, and that'll be another video. And I was wondering, actually, what do people think about, you know, processing food videos? I don't look at this as like a cooking food preparation channel, but a video here and there, or maybe sections with some food stuff might be interesting to people. I don't know. If you're interested in that, let me know in the comments. And I guess that's it. That was my update video. July canceled. August, I'm hopeful for a very good month of work. So yeah, you know, it's a big list, and there's actually a bunch of carryover from July, but I'm excited to process the food and see what I can get done. It's going to be a bit of a challenge if the weather stays hot, but I think it's going to break a little bit next week. So I have some hope that I can get these things done, and I'll be really happy if I do. So I will say goodbye now. Goodbye now. and I'll see you in the next video, which will be a regular video this Friday. On what topic, I haven't decided yet, but I'll see you then, and please like the video, share it around, and all that stuff. And yeah, leave comments. I love answering questions in the comments, so I'm always happy to hear from people. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.